People of Earth, people of YouTube, hey, welcome in, welcome back to the Maria Shablin YouTube channel. Last night I recorded a video, which will never probably make it upon the internet because the audio was bad. But in that video, I kind of came to this realization that in my life right now, there's this sort of drive, there's this sort of anger within me. And it's a little bit different from the anger I see kind of around me, sometimes in the collective of like this destructive anger. I think the anger that I was feeling was more of like, I want to change something because what is happening in the world is unjust. And I'm not saying that the collective, all of the collective is like angry in a destructive way, but I've just, in my life personally, I have been open to, yeah, I guess this is an okay way to say it. I've been clear, like getting clarity on the fact that lots of people, or like there are people in the world that genuinely like hate each other. And that's not something I really thought about. That's not something I allowed myself to kind of step into, like this realization, because I was kind of concerned with my own well-being and my own health, my own sanity, my own, my friends, my family, kind of that vibe, my just like doing things that I love and keeping this like protective surface around me of just like, we're not gonna let the craziness of the outside world affect what's going on in here. And sorry, I got distracted. My friend is texting me. Stop it. I mean, I love her, but you know, anyways. Oh my God, stop. I need to get through this video. Anyways, what was I trying to say? Yeah, I don't think I'll get back to my original point because how can I? But it's kind of crazy. So that's the kind of anger that I feel of just like, I'm allowing myself to feel this. Yeah, I'm allowing myself to feel this because I know what it's like to be consumed by what's going on in the world. And it's not a fun feeling. And it really takes away and detracts from your quality of life sometimes. But I feel like I've been in this material world. Let me know if this makes sense. But I feel like I've been in this material world living here and not escaping from it, not trying to live in a fantasy land for a while now, you know, really just focusing on my, grounding myself in this reality. And I think that's been really important because it's now given me the opportunity to open myself up a little bit to more of the reality. Like, I was really only grounded in the light, I guess, because there's like light and shadow. There's like difficult stuff, difficult aspects of life, and then there's like the lighter side of life. So I really kind of try to stay in that lighter, more just like, yeah, kind of side. And now I have some personal like leeway, like I can kind of like shift into the darker aspects of what's going on without becoming consumed by it all. Of course, it's still a skill that I'm cultivating, and like I feel like it's a skill to be able to go and think about and feel the intense emotions and just sad facts about life. And then, yeah, it's like a skill to go into that. And then it's something you have to cultivate. It's like getting yourself out of that as well and kind of maintaining that balance of, yeah, there are like just the balance of, yeah, there are a lot of bad things in the world that are happening, but there's also a lot of positive things that are happening, you know, and kind of like maintaining that. And I did have a problem in the past of thinking about what's going wrong and not being able to live my life, and the quality of my life wasn't really there because I was too consumed by, anyways, I hope I'm making sense. So that's what I was doing last night. I kind of was thinking about all of these things and came to these realizations of like, I have more of an opportunity to think about these things, to really think about what I could potentially do. And that kind of like inspired this frustration in me of, wow, people are angry, people are fighting, people are manipulating each other, right? To try to get what they want instead of what's really best for humanity. And this is nothing new. People have been thinking about this and feeling frustrated about this for forever. And I feel like in my own, I'm talking about this because in my own personal journey, it's something I've stayed away from, right? And I don't want to do that forever, because there is something good, right? Something peaceful about staying out of it, but there's also something really powerful about involving yourself in real world issues and doing whatever you can to help. So yeah, this is just like a bit of this is like this leg of my journey. This is a bit of my journey right now. I just want to be open about it. But with my own eyes, I see the way that the media affects us, the way that propaganda affects us, the way that certain narratives are shaping our interactions as people. And it's hard to really have your eyes open and see the ramifications of everything. It almost feels like malevolent, not forces, but like what am I trying to say here? It's just, you can feel it, that there's like this, I lost my train of thought. I guess that wasn't supposed to come through, but whatever. I think what I might have said is sufficient. But world peace, I don't know if I mentioned this already, like, I was just sitting here and I was looking out the window and I was like, people are angry, and it would be nice for us to love, right? And I feel there's an aspect of, we all know how to do it. We know how to solve this problem of people being angry and of people causing trouble, right? We know how to do this. It just, there are other factors involved where people don't, I don't think this is a conspiracy theory, but I don't want to be like that, but I think it might just be just a fact. Who knows? But there are people that try to, get their own way, and that really gets in the way of people's peace, people's happiness, people's health. I don't think that's anything radical to say. That's really just how it is. There are ulterior motives and interests, and that sucks. That's kind of what I realized just sitting here. I was like, it really is probably, I mean, what do I know? I'm not a philosopher or like a economist or just someone who deals with this sort of stuff. Social, someone who's involved in social matters and stuff, really. But there are ways to kind of there's always a way, there's always a way, but there's people fighting against that because it just serves them better, which makes me frustrated. But I'm not mad about feeling that frustration, because anger can sometimes be a healthy emotion, and I've discussed this with some of my friends as well in my own like little circle. Anger can be healthy, right? Rage can be healthy. It's just when it's persistent, when it's taken out of proportion to the actual trigger, when it's destructive, when it's violent, then it's obviously a problem. But to feel deeply and connect deeply with what's going on in the world, there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm honestly grateful to be in a position of like, I have space within me to handle these bigger problems, and I don't have to, like, I'm not in this space of I need to escape everything, like with my own imagination, with my fantasy world. I need to like really like just not think about it, right? I think there's finally space for me to think about it a bit. I'm gonna obviously practice my skill of diving into this and taking myself out and balancing my inner world and like whatever, to make sure I'm healthy, because there's something crazy about, there's something really difficult about a life where you're consumed by what's going on and you're letting your life kind of slip by because all you think about is I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. Just like, I wouldn't want to live a life where I'm constantly thinking of negative things, you know? There's like a little, I don't know what that was, but yeah, anyway, I'm talking much. I'm gonna go. It's like, this is pretty heavy for 8 a.m. in the morning, but whatever. I'm gonna balance that out with a good walk, some more tea, and yeah. Let me know in the comments how you guys are navigating this current time. What has been your journey with anger or frustration? I would like to know. Of course, my YouTube channel or my YouTube community, we all love to leave our input. So yeah, please do. This is the space, you know? I feel like I share myself and I'm pretty open, candid, honest, and I just appreciate that. So yeah. All right. I don't know what else to say. I feel like I just blabbed. Yeah. Alrighty. Bye.